Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Unpontificated. My name is Vuyo, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the deportation case of Mr. Jaskirat Sidhu Singh. I'm sure we all know of the horrific case of the Humboldt bus tragedy that happened in 2016. Just for some background from this site here, from the story, time running out in Canada for man who caused the Humboldt Broncos bus crash. And there's differing views on Jaskirat Singh Sidhu's deportation from families and survivors of the 2018, I think I said 2016, 2018 tragedy. The man responsible for the 2018 Humboldt Broncos bus crash could be deported to India within weeks, leaving behind his wife and two children who are pleading with Canada to let him stay. At the same time, some families of the victims say he should have been removed from Canada years ago. I want to fight for my family. All the legal avenues, whatever I have, I will pursue that, Jaskirat Singh Sidhu told CBC News recently in an exclusive interview. Sidhu was behind the wheel of the semi-truck that blew through an oversized stop sign with a flashing yellow light right into the path of the Saskatchewan junior hockey team's bus on April 6, 2018. The collision killed 16 players and staff and injured 13 others. It says a whole bit about how he's feeling. I wish I could do something that could take their pain away. I wish that day never happened. Sidhu pleaded guilty to dangerous driving causing death, and in 2019 was sentenced to 8 years in prison, the longest sentence in Canadian history for a crime that didn't involve alcohol, drugs, or purposeful behavior. Sidhu was granted full parole in 2023. 1 year later, the Immigration and Refugee Board removed his permanent resident status and ordered his deportation. So a case can be made for either case, whether or not Sidhu Singh should stay, whether or not he should be deported. I'm going to make a case for both. I'll make a case for he stay. I'm going to make a case for he should be deported. Then I'm going to let you know how I feel about the whole situation. So here's a case against deporting Mr. Singh Sidhu. So a case that he should be allowed to stay, right? So the crime was negligence, not intent. He didn't intend on running his truck into the bus to kill these 16 teenagers and hurt 13 others. Mr. Sidhu did not act with alcohol or drugs. It was not recklessness for thrill, and it was not criminal intent, right? So it was certainly dangerous driving due to inattention. I believe that his tarp was flapping and was looking at his side view mirror to see to make sure that his load wasn't coming off, and he missed the stop sign, the huge stop sign, and of course ran into the bus tragically. So it was certainly negligence, but it wasn't intent. Right, and as a result of that, he has served his sentence. He was sentenced as a result of that, and he has served it. So he has served paid his due to society. I know many people will say he hasn't, but he has, according to the courts, the law that we have here in Canada. So that's case number one as to why I think why Mr. Sidhu can be allowed to stay, because it was negligence, not intent. Right. So number two, he served his sentence. He was sentenced to 8 years. Looks like he served 4 and then was given full parole in 2023. You know, he did plead guilty. He accepted responsibility, and then was granted parole. So because he has done this, he has served his sentence. He has paid his due to society. Why doubly punish him? You know, because now it's going to be punishment, jail, and now you're sending him back to India. That can be deemed as kind of double punishment for his crime, which may be deemed as unnecessary. So Number one, it was negligence, not intent. Number two, he's paid his due. He served his sentence, and so he should be allowed to stay. Number three, there's strong evidence of remorse. This is a fellow who is sorry for what he did. He has expressed sorrow. He's having the nightmares, as we read. So this is not someone who is pleased with what he did or is gleeful in any way. He's sorry for what he did. So there's something to be said for being remorseful um, uh, in sentencing, and there's been no indication that he is going to repeat again. That this is a fellow who's a danger to society. I don't think he is. As far as I know, he is going through therapy. He is suffering from PTSD, nightmares. So that is a sign of someone who is indeed sorrowful. Right? So he's definitely got to be more careful. I don't know what he's doing now. I haven't seen if he's still truck driving or what. But anyways, so number one, it was negligence, not intent. Number two, he served his sentence. Number three, he's shown sorrow or remorse for what he did. And number four, he has a wife and two kids. Right? So this is a family man. The wife and the kids, I believe, are Canadian, born here in Canada. And one of the kids actually has a brain injury, I believe, or a lung disease. I think it's a lung disease. Yeah, it's a lung disease that he has. And one of the reasons that the lawyer is saying that the air in India is not very clean, so it could hurt the kid. So on humanitarian grounds, on compassionate grounds, we can allow Mr. Sidhu to stay with his wife and with his children who are Canadian citizens, and there's a good chance that they indeed will be good citizens from this point forth. Right. So and then lastly, but certainly not least, there are some of the victims who have forgiven him, well, families of the victims who have forgiven Mr. Singh and have said Mr. Sidhu, and have said allowed him to stay. There are others who have said no. I certainly think he should have been sent back years ago. But there's some others who have shown that let's forgive him. Let's have some mercy, and justice tempered with mercy is certainly a good thing, and it's certainly a Christian thing to do. So 5 reasons why there's a good case for Mr. Sidhu to stay here in Canada. It was negligence, not intent. He has already served his sentence. He has certainly shown remorse for what he did. There's humanitarian grounds. He's here with, he has a wife and 2 kids. One of the kids has a lung disease. and some of the victims, the families of the victims have expressed that, he can be allowed to stay. They have certainly forgiven him and want to kind of temper justice with mercy. So there are 5 reasons why he should be allowed to stay. So now how about the case for Mr. Sidhu to be deported? Number 1, law. Canadian immigration law demands it. So under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, IRPA, permanent residents convicted of serious criminality can be deported. So serious criminality generally includes a sentence of 6 months or more, and Mr. Sidhu certainly applies. He was sentenced to 8 years, a crime with a maximum sentence of 10 years or more. So immigration law treats non-citizens differently than citizens, and deportation is a known consequence. So immigration law says that serious criminality demands deportation. And so if we're going to be a land of laws, then we need to apply the law. This is some of the reasons why a lot of cases where too many laws are being made when laws already apply to particular situations. In this case, we have case law that says serious criminality demands deportation. So apply the law, right? Number two, accountability. 16 dead, 13 injured. Negligence, carelessness, is really no excuse for mercy. This is seriously a crime that resulted in massive deaths. So he should go. Yes, as I said in my case for should stay, it was negligence, not intent, but negligence does not mean that you don't face the consequences of your actions. And one of the consequences is deportation. So this crime certainly resulted in some serious catastrophic results. So deportation is warranted. Number three, immigration is a privilege, not a right. You have no right to be here in Canada. You, you came here as a privilege. Unfortunately, you lost that privilege when you enacted this crime. So because this crime had serious ramifications, the privilege is gone. The Immigration Board was right to revoke your permanent resident status, and now the consequences of your crime should apply. So deportation is warranted because immigration is not a right. You have no right to be here. It was a privilege. Again, law, equality before the law. If the law says serious criminality, sentence more than 6 months, no more than 10 years, demands deportation, then there must be equality under the law. People have been deported for less. So, like if someone has been deported, say for overstaying a visa or something like that, here you've killed people. So deportation is warranted. There must be equality under the law. And you can be shown to just be merciful for even if emotion can come into it. Yes, each case is different, but causing a precedent can be very dangerous. And then, of course, the victims. You almost must remember the victims and their families. Obviously, in this case, I mean, you could say that the families are also victims, and they are, having lost family members. So there are some victims. There are certainly some, as I said before, who said he should stay, but there are others who said he should go. And for some of those people, that's part of closure, right? The Canada justice system has been pretty fair. He got 8 years. He served 4, it looks like. At least he was sentenced in 2019, released full parole in 2023. So I didn't look into this. I don't know if he, as he was waiting, because it, actually, no. Sorry, I got confused there. So the accident happened in 2018. He got sentenced in 2019, and he was paroled in 2023. So he didn't serve the full 8 years, clearly, and was granted full parole. So the rest of his sentence can be argued, the rest of the consequences, the rest of the sentence can be done as part of being deported. And for some victims, that will be closure. Right? So there we have 5 reasons for staying, for being deported, sorry. Number 1, the law. The immigration law, the Canadian immigration law demands it. Number 2, it's got to be accountable. This was a catastrophic event, 16 dead, 13 injured. Number 3, immigration is a privilege. It's not a right. You have no right to be here in Canada. You got the privilege and you lost it because of your negligence. Number 4, equality before the law. People have been deported for less. You can't, make a case for this person, another case for that person. And if you make this kind of precedent, then you may have some serious issues down the line, trying to deport other people. And then the victims must be taken into account. Victims have lost members. Mr. Sidhu was sentenced to 8 years. He served only 4 or 5 and was granted full parole. The consequences for closure for the rest of the victims is that he should be deported and back to India. So what are my feelings on this? My feelings personally are that, yes, Mr. Sidhu should be deported. There's certainly some, because he's got, a wife and 2 kids. Some have said that they should all go. I don't believe that. I think that the sins of the father need not be passed on to the wife and the kids. If they certainly want to go so that the family can be together, then certainly then that should happen. But if Mr. Sidhu wants to go by himself, leave his wife and kids here, that's certainly a family decision that they can make on their own. But he does need to be deported. I believe maybe in 10 years or so, he can reapply to be reinstated with his family. He can certainly do that. They can certainly go visit him in India at some point in time throughout the years. But unfortunately, there's consequences for these actions. He was negligent. He was. And if we're going to be a nation of laws, then the laws need to be applied fully. So my take on it is, yes, Mr. Sidhu, you should be deported. Wife and kids can stay. It's going to be a family decision whether or not. What do you guys think? What do you think on the matter? Do you think they should all go? Do you think just Mr. Sidhu should go? Do you think that no, Mr. Sidhu should stay? He's not a dangerous criminal. He just made a mistake, and that he should stay along with the family. I'd be curious to hear what you say, please, in the comments. And please like and subscribe and share. I would truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys all next time.